Yes, guys, it's Bill from ARKX. I'm one of ARKX's traders and mentors. Today, I'll just be walking you through a quick little market update for me. I mainly do Forex. Sometimes I might dibble and dabble into crypto. I do trade crypto, but I let Jez sort of handle that side of things. But I'm just going to show you some quick BTC and Ethereum analysis that I have previously sort of drawn out. So um, if you follow us on Twitter, I predicted, well, not really predicted, it was pretty much going to happen. But I wanted BTC to sort of hit this level, then we reject. We probably reject off here again. If we get that opportunity, we probably reject off here again. Then eventually, I want to see price probably drop down here. Maybe we bounce from here. If we fail to hold, we probably retest here and come down, fill this area of inefficiency. So a pretty basic plan. The only other case that we can have, just thinking about another scenario, is basically filling out this wick here and just chopping above it and continuing higher. But I'm not sort of looking for that. I'm looking to get you know more entries at lower prices on BTC as well. So let's dive into some Ethereum. So with ETH, again, if you follow us on Twitter, you'll see the plans that I previously drawn out, and you'll see, what we sort of wanted has pretty much happened on BTC, ETH, and the other pairs. I'm gonna basically sort of give you a report on today. We are in a higher time frame order block at the moment. We can mark this area out. What I want to see is we probably might get a swing failure pattern, so we might grab liquidity above here, just to have a move down here and then bounce. If we do get to this area, I expect a bounce from here. Then same thing like BTC. If not, I expect a bounce from here and we continue higher. Pretty basic plan. The only other scenario, again, just like BTC, is we chop above and come higher maybe to 3, and then chop low, and yeah. Okay, now onto the main part. So my actual side of analysis. I'm gonna first dive into our X pairs, so DXY and JPX. So let's start off with DXY. Okay, so here we are on DXY. So again, if you do follow us on Twitter, you'll see our previous, scenario that we wanted to play out, fully played out. You can see it from basically, I think we called it from around here, and yeah, we wanted to fill out some area of inefficiency around here on a higher time frame, which we eventually got. Now, what we want to see is, I posted all of these on Twitter beforehand. That's why you're seeing previous drawings like this and this. Um, but our scenario was we either come above and bounce, reclaim this area here as a range high, or we retrace back and use this to bounce to push price higher, which I can sort of see that happening. We could probably even bounce from this breaker block here, but I do see price tapping into this previous support zone and continuing to a higher level. Okay, so here we are on JPX. Now, what I do want to see from this is we have a bounce here, pull back to this area of inefficient price action, uh, or we can, sorry, let me go back to the 12 hour. We can pull back from here up into this area here, or up into this area of inefficient price action, and then come back. I know it's a bit messy, back to range lows, and then we start picking up price again. That is just an ideal scenario that can happen, but ideally, if we do get a bounce here, I do expect either this area to be filled or this area to be filled, and then we have that retracement back. We chop back, hit these range lows, and then basically move to the upside. So nothing too complex, a very simple plan. So yeah, let's dive into some other charts as well. Okay, so here we are with the VIX. Now, the reason why I chart, stuff like the VIX and um, yields and stuff like this is because of the pairs I trade. So I trade a lot of US 30 and a lot of GR40. Now, regarding to the US 30, the VIX has a lot to sort of deal with it. Not a lot, but it does sort of play a role. So if the VIX is bearish, you can expect US 30 to sort of be bullish, if that makes sense. So again, I've previously drawn out the scenario all on Twitter. We are constantly active on Twitter with different sort of scenarios pre-week. So every Monday you'll basically get a market update, and most of the times the scenarios we do have basically play out. But what I want to see is I want to see us fill out this area of inefficiency, probably tap into this area of demand, then come back, fill out this area, which means you'll potentially see some bearish US 30 price action, which we are currently actually getting from what I've seen today. We did have CPI news today. I haven't really, checked on certain charts regarding what has happened in terms of the news candle and stuff like that. But yeah, we have had CPI news today. But onto the DAX yields, so the 10-year yields. Okay, so here we are on the 10-year yields. Pretty simple and basic scenario. You can see regarding to the yields, if the yields is rising, you can expect GR40 to be decreasing, declining. So if we do end up getting this move at the top here, we can see some bearish price action from DXY, not DXY, from German 40. If not, if we hold this level here as a range high, because we can use this as deviation here, um, yeah, if we can hold this level here as range highs, we chop down, that will make German 40 continue its bullish price action. Or what can happen is we can probably have another deviation around here, that can then lead to some bearish price action, probably back to the mid-range or so. Okay, so here we are with crude oil. So regarding to this, we can see we are fairly bullish at the moment. I do want to see if we can get price rejecting over here. This will create a deviation just like this as well. Deviate here, small deviation there. But I do want to see price deviate here to then, sorry, I'm so bad at drawing on trading view, but price deviate here, then chop back down to this area for a good level to bounce at. If not, we can expect some bullish oil prices at the moment, and we can see oil continue to rise as so. Nothing too basic. These market reports won't be like an hour in-depth videos. They'll just be quick weekly market reports for you guys, just to keep you guys ahead of the charts, ahead of everyone else that isn't doing external analysis on pairs that can impact certain pairs you're trading. Sorry, did I just say pairs? On yeah, on certain commodities and stuff like that that impact certain pairs that you're trading. So this is why I sort of do this sort of analysis for you guys. And then we have Jez, another ARKX trader and mentor, that will provide the crypto side of things. And he does it in a lot more detail, so you'll be pretty much ahead of the game when he starts dropping as well, which should be sometime this week. Okay, last but not least, here we are on gold. Again, if you are following us on Twitter, you will see a lot of our scenarios play out. For now, what I am expecting, let me just sort of hide these drawings. What I am expecting, there we go. So what I am expecting is for this area of inefficiency to be filled. Pretty basic. That will create another lower high for us basically. So we chop back up here and then come back to this area, and then we can start trending higher back to basically essentially range highs. So yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for. If we don't get this, you can to be honest, I don't see anything else other than this. Um, so yeah, I don't see anything else other than us filling out this area of inefficiency, then pulling back to here, and then this will be a good key level to see gold start picking up as well. So I do expect gold to pretty much bounce from this level. So yeah, so now this is Euro USD. So we call the head and shoulders, and it's moving pretty well. You can see the way price is trading as well. We can sort of expect some sort of rejection from here, and this should basically cause price to continue going down. Then we can probably expect a bounce from that area there. Who knows? Let's see what happens. But I do want to see price reject from here, create a lower high, and then continue the pullback to here and use this as a range low to bounce higher on Euro USD. And pretty much the same thing on GBP USD. Yes, again, if you follow us on Twitter, I keep saying it, but you will see our scenarios pretty much play out most of the time. Now, we are in this area of high level supply. I do want to see a rejection. Most likely, what we might get is a sweep of this high. Um, this can also create a SMT on the 4-hour time frame for GBP USD and Euro USD. We sweep this high, that's a bearish SMT, so we can expect price to then sweep and dump, then we pick up again. So regarding to the updates, pretty quick, but yeah, that's how long our updates will relatively be every Monday. And this is post CPI as well, so we just had CPI news today at around 1:30 if I'm correct. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So please do keep an eye out for our Twitter. We do also have a private mentoring group. It's an ARKX VIP group where we basically, help beginners become advanced and profitable traders within a certain amount of time. Not an exact certain amount of time, but faster than the average. So yeah, it's a very good program that we have at the moment. We do have a couple funded traders, and yeah, it's just a very positive group, good community. So yeah, feel free to message us on Twitter. We also have some exciting news coming as well. With we have an IG account and Instagram account coming, and tons and tons and tons of new stuff loading. Honestly, the stuff we're providing for our VIP members, I don't think you'll find in any other group, and I fully mean that. The stuff that we provide is crazy. Me and Jez really invest a lot into the group. But yeah, that's enough of me ranting about the group. If you want to join, feel free. But yeah, there will be some market analysis and market reports posted on this weekly. So be expecting that as well. So yeah, spills out.